Kevin, don't you love this? I mean, he does start with these totally wild ideas, although when you really think about them, I mean, the Panama Canal Treaty, I remember when it was debated, Ronald Reagan debated with Bill Buckley about it and so forth. It is a contract. And it is a contract that has been broken literally thousands of times by the government of Panama, and China wants to get its greedy hands on it. What do you think the possibility is of Donald Trump coming in and say, hey, look, you guys broke a contract, it's ours?
Well, I think we know it's 100% probability that's going to happen, but Trump is a
Wow! Did he just say 100% probability it's gonna happen? It's terrifying to watch. Let's hear what he has to say about that. How can you justify this?
Transactional guy. He's a negotiator. I think everybody understands that now, there's no doubt. And he picks his fights one at a time. Last week it was Canada, now it's Panama, and wow, we got Greenland on this list too. So, I mean, look, it's a very interesting way to start governing before you're actually the president. You do it by social media, you wake everybody up, they come flying to Mar-a-Lago. It makes sense to me. I don't see any reason why you can't do it. But the China thing in Panama is an issue, because if that was in any way affected and we didn't get access, that's a money saver for shipping in a very big way. So
yeah, I do agree that Trump is a business guy. He wrote a book which is called The Art of the Deal. He's a people person. He loves people. He loves building great relationships. He loves surrounding himself with great people. That's exactly what he is doing right now before he even takes office. And he also can make great deals with people and get the best out of a deal that advantages him. And in this case, America and the American people, of course.
My guess is an envoy goes down there sometime in February and they start squeezing Panamanian heads to get a new deal.
By the way, your microphone is crackling a little. Just give it a little tug or something, just on your microphone. There, I think it's there.
Better?
I think you got it. The difference between Canada and China is monumental. I mean, Trudeau came into the U.S., bowed at the feet of Donald Trump and folded like a cheap suit. I don't sense the same kind of reaction coming from Xi. What's going to happen with Xi, they're going to play hardball. It is going to be hardball between the two presidents. We know that Xi wants to become number one by knocking us down, whether it's legally through more trade or illegally through things like fentanyl and everything. He's been trying to do that for years. We know that's his MO. How do you think Trump is going to respond to that? I mean,
yeah, I've heard many experts that say China wants to take America down. She wants the best for China, and America, unfortunately, is in the way. And it's very sad to see America will not let China take over Taiwan, and China definitely wants Taiwan back for its own economic power and political power as well in the region. And America is not gonna let them do that, and that's exactly why they want to take America down. Hopefully a conflict do not occur between these two, but we will see. Hopefully not.
I suspect it'll be like we saw in the first term, where he comes in strong with these new tariffs, don't you?
China's a different issue completely to Canada or any other country. The only way, you've got to remember, since 1999, since they came into the World Trade Organization, they have broken the rules with every country, including the U.S., every year. I'm an individual who does business there. My businesses have been absolutely screwed. I've said it countless times. They don't play by the rules. There's nothing reciprocal in our relations. The only way to make it work with the supreme leader, as I like to call him, is to inflict massive economic pain and risk on him by imposing tariffs on sectors where many Chinese people are employed. I have nothing against Chinese people. I have a lot against their government. And the only way to put him at risk is to say, look, if you want to mess with the largest economy you trade with, then we're going to force a lot of people that make yoga mats or electronics or whatever else it is to be unemployed in your cities. They'll be rioting in the streets. They won't have any bread, and you will be out of power.
I'm not sure that's what's gonna happen at all. A trade war between America and China is gonna be the worst thing that could ever happen for America and China and the rest of the world. You want to have China as a trade partner just as much as China wants America as a trade partner. This is a very, very mutual, beneficial relationship. And going on a trade war or on a war between the US and China is probably very detrimental for everybody.
Is the only way it's going to work. So very selected, high impact weaponry, like tariffs, but you've got to be hardcore. He only understands the stick. That's all he understands. Any weakness at all, he plays off, and he has done so for years.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this is the administration that fixes the problem. I have really been hurt by China, and there are millions of other businesses in America that are in the same boat I'm in.
Absolutely. By the way, you mentioned the World Trade Organization. They still designate China as a developing nation. What that entitles China to are all these sweetheart loans that we partially pay for through the WTO, adding up to billions of extra dollars for the Chinese. Should Trump try to eliminate that designation of developing nation for China?
They're not a developing nation.
Exactly.
They're in an economic war with us and many European countries. That's...
Kevin O'Leary is just speaking straight facts right there. He's just telling the truth just like it is. China just want to grow and grow and grow and grow and will stop at nothing to do this. China's influence is everywhere, in America, in Europe, in Africa, on all continents, and they are not gonna stop. Unfortunately, they want to expand and expand everywhere. Their influence and their power will probably be unlimited if we don't stop them.
It's got to get fixed. All that stuff has to get fixed. 40 years of getting screwed. That's what's happened.
And 40 years, by the way, of getting benefits that they don't deserve. And the Euros have gone right in there. And when there's a Democrat in the White House, they go right along. But I think it's going to be different now. Very quickly, the SEC, as we were just talking about in a previous segment, is going to change dramatically under Donald Trump. Paul Atkins is a big free market guy, unlike his predecessor. So what are you expecting in terms of opportunities that we couldn't see in the United States because the SEC played such a tough cop role that we won't see during the Trump administration? What more opportunities will exist?
They'll exist because decisions will be made, particularly in the crypto and digital payment systems markets, where we should be leading worldwide and we're falling behind because we can't make up our minds. Listen, Gensler had a point of view that everybody understood. He just litigated his way into the courts on it. We need to get some decisions so that firms like mine can be compliant. We want to play by the rules as we do in every other market, the debt, the equity, the options market. Just tell us what the rules are.
Yeah.
That's all we need to know.
Yeah, I think Kevin O'Leary is a businessman as well. He's a shark. And he wants the government to make decisions that will ultimately benefit him and his businesses and his investors. I totally understand that. So let's see what people are saying in the comments. Love, a few years ago, all these sharks wouldn't do deal with people wanted to make products in America. China was their ownership. Yeah, you got that wrong, my guy. You got it totally wrong. Kevin O'Leary still wants to make business in China, and they want fair deals with China. This is exactly how he makes his money. He wants the American president, Donald Trump, to cut fair deals for America and American companies in China. That's what he wants. He doesn't want to cut ties and make product in America. That's not going to be profitable for him at all. I remember back in the 90s, Walmart was telling their American manufacturers and suppliers to start manufacturing in China if they wanted to sell to Walmart because of pricing. Yes, exactly. 40 years of our national debt going up with program we did not ask for. Sick of it, as I'm cold and poor on Christmas, not homeless anymore at least. But yeah. It's very sad to see. Honestly, that China is abusing its hegemony, its power and influence to make the condition and the lives of other people miserable, basically. They are imposing, they are stealing knowledge, they are stealing technology, they are developing fast and hard and playing not a fair game, unfortunately. We will see what happens. Hopefully all of these tensions and situation gets resolved. Hopefully Trump keeps his promises that he made during the campaign and cut down inflation, bring peace and prosperity back all over the world, and stop the all illegal immigration that's going on right there. We will see what happens and report it all right there on the channel. Thanks for watching and staying with me. I appreciate being you here as always and sticking with me to the end. Click right there to watch the next video and I will see you there. Bye bye.